Well, a soul is what contains consciousness, and it animates the body or makes the body alive. And if we didn't have a soul, we would not have free will or moral responsibility. You could not blame me for things I did wrong, or even praise me for caring for the poor or whatever it would be, because to blame or praise somebody, you have to assume that what they do or don't do was up to them. It was their choice. If they weren't able to do it, they can't be held guilty for it. So if I'm my brain and my body, my brain and body are governed by the laws of nature, but strictly material objects don't engage in free will. We all know that we're free. We're aware of sometimes we do things freely. And that can be true only if I am the kind of thing that could transcend the material world and not be controlled or determined by its laws. And that means that I have to be an immaterial self of some kind, or a soul, or an ego, or a mind. So that's one reason. Another reason I'll make very quick is that my body is constantly gaining parts and losing parts. If I get my arm cut off in surgery, I have an 80% body, and if my body is gaining and losing parts, it's not literally the same body, because a material object can't retain its identity if it changes parts. But I am the same. I know that I'm the same from moment to the next. And that means that I can't be my brain or my body, because it is constantly in flux. So I have to be a partless thing, a simple soul, which in order to ground my being the same through part replacement of my brain and my body. Those are a couple of reasons why I believe in the soul. There are several. The soul is what has consciousness. Consciousness is a set of properties or states that are in the soul. So the soul is the container, you might say, of the conscious states. It isn't in the brain. Although the brain can affect the soul, just like if I'm in a car driving around and I'm locked into the front seat and can't get out of the front seat, I can drive around town as long as the car works. But if something happens to the steering wheel and it will only turn right, then that's going to limit my ability to do certain things. But that doesn't prove on the car. It's consistent with me being the driver of the car. So when I'm in my body, I depend on it working for me to engage in different mental functions. And when I leave the body and die, then it doesn't matter anymore. But so I am the thing that inhabits my body. I'm not my body, but there is an effect. My mind has an effect on my body and vice versa.